Have you ever wanted to be someone's top priority, not just an afterthought? The desire to be valued and prioritized is a genuine reflection of self-worth, a recognition of the unique value you bring into the lives of those around you. Today, we're exploring what it means to claim that space with confidence and clarity, showing others that you are worth cherishing and respecting. This journey isn't about changing who you are. It's about embracing and amplifying the incredible qualities within you, making your presence one that naturally draws people in. If you felt sidelined or taken for granted, this video is about to become your pivot point. By the time we're through, you'll have a fresh perspective on what it means to be seen, heard, and valued in all of your relationships. No more blending into the background. Grab a pen, let's script a new narrative, one where you're the priority. Hit that subscribe button and settle in, because this journey will take you from background noise to the kind of presence people simply cannot ignore. You ready? Let's begin. Rule 1, keep it a secret. In the journey to becoming unforgettable, the first step is embracing the art of mystery. Now, by mystery, we're not talking about secrecy or hiding who you are. It's about revealing your essence gradually, like a story that unfolds with each turn of the page. This approach ignites curiosity, drawing people to discover more about you over time. Think about it. When someone opens up completely right away, it can feel as if there's nothing left to learn. But if you reveal your stories, dreams, and ideas piece by piece, every encounter becomes a fresh discovery. It's this slow and intentional reveal that keeps people intrigued. The Stoics mastered this concept centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, extolled the virtue of temperance, encouraging thoughtful restraint and the right timing in sharing one's inner thoughts. This doesn't mean concealing your true self. Rather, it means offering others the time and space to truly appreciate your depth as it naturally comes to light. Seneca, another great Stoic, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Applied to relationships, this suggests letting your interactions breathe, sharing your thoughts, ambitions, and memories as they arise naturally, instead of unloading them all at once. The art of mystery isn't about putting on a mask or playing hard to get. It's about embodying a calm, confident restraint that invites others into the layers of who you are, step by step. In this journey, every rule we explore will give you the tools to reshape how you're seen in the eyes of others, evolving from an afterthought to a presence no one can forget. Ready to take that leap? It's about recognizing that your life story is precious and deserves to be shared thoughtfully, with intention. Like a skilled narrator, you gradually reveal the facets of your character, experiences, and beliefs, inviting others to lean in, to want to be part of your unfolding tale. This approach creates a subtle yet powerful allure. People are drawn to those who carry a touch of the unknown, who hold something just out of reach, sparking curiosity. It's like savoring a well-crafted novel. Each page turned is met with the anticipation of what lies ahead. Through the art of mystery, you become that compelling story, leaving others eagerly awaiting each new chapter. Rule 2, affirm your self-worth. The next principle in becoming a priority in someone's life is to affirm your value. This isn't about showiness or pretense. It's about embodying the rare and unique individual you are and demonstrating that your presence enriches the lives of those around you. Think about it. Things that are abundant we often overlook. But the rare, the precious, those are treasured. Living in a way that reflects this sense of self-respect and worth encourages others to see it too. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom is about focusing on what lies within your control, your actions, principles, and strengths. When you embrace your own worth without relying on others for validation, you naturally become a presence that others gravitate towards. Seneca, another Stoic sage, spoke of time's value, saying, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Recognizing your time as valuable means choosing not to spend it on those who don't appreciate it. This isn't about arrogance. Rather, it's about giving your energy to those who honor it. Then there's Epictetus, who emphasized self-reliance, reminding us that while we can't control the world, we can control our responses to it. In relationships, this means looking inward for affirmation rather than outward. In practice, this principle is about living with quiet dignity and unwavering self-respect. It's knowing your worth and allowing it to shine in an authentic, unpretentious way. Respecting yourself, setting healthy boundaries, and pursuing your aspirations with focus draws others' attention and respect naturally. When you act from this space, you become a rare and treasured presence in the lives of those around you. They come to see you as more than just another presence. They see you as someone essential, someone worth their time, energy, and care. This is how you shift from being merely a participant to a priority in their lives. Rule 3. Cultivate your own happiness. The third principle of becoming a priority in others' lives lies in crafting and nurturing your own happiness. This rule is foundational because genuine self-contentment attracts others to you naturally. It's not about projecting false joy, but about discovering what truly brings light into your life and actively pursuing it. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, insightfully observed, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This wisdom reminds us that our joy is a product of our mindset, independent of external circumstances. When you nurture positive thoughts and take pleasure in your own accomplishments and actions, you emit a confidence and contentment that others find irresistibly magnetic. Seneca, another Stoic thinker, stressed this same principle, advocating for self-sustained happiness. He believed true joy arises from fully embracing the present moment without an anxious fixation on the future. In practice, this philosophy invites us to savor life's beauty as it unfolds, rather than constantly seeking validation or fulfillment through others. Epictetus also emphasized the necessity of centering happiness on what lies within. He advised, "Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves." This profound reminder encourages us to ground our happiness in our own values, choices, and self-care. In real terms, it means dedicating time to activities that genuinely uplift you, being with people who make you feel valued, and tending to your mental and physical health. It's about constructing a fulfilling life that brings you joy, regardless of others' roles in it. When you're genuinely content with who you are and the life you lead, you're not searching for someone else to complete you. Instead, you offer a whole, joyful self to others, a quality that is profoundly attractive. They're drawn to be part of your life, not because you need them, but because they are captivated by your happiness. In essence, cultivating your own happiness is about adopting a mindset of positivity, embracing the present, and finding joy within. This inner fulfillment radiates outward, making you someone others want to be around, naturally elevating your place in their lives. Rule 4. Recognize your worth and allow others to invest in you. The fourth rule in becoming a priority is about understanding your intrinsic value and allowing others the opportunity to invest in you. Like a rare, unique treasure, you embody worth that should not be effortlessly accessed. Recognizing your value invites others to appreciate and invest their time, energy, and commitment in you. This philosophy finds resonance in the wisdom of the Stoics. Epictetus, a celebrated Stoic, once declared, "No great thing is created suddenly." This applies profoundly to relationships. Meaningful connections don't spring forth in an instant. They require time, shared effort, and mutual commitment. When you allow others to invest their energy in you, they begin to see your true value, recognizing the impact you bring into their lives. Marcus Aurelius, too, highlighted the essence of self-worth. He believed in cultivating inner strength and self-respect, understanding that our self-perception influences how others regard us. He observed, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." By embracing this mindset and projecting a quiet self-assurance, others are drawn to acknowledge and honor your worth. Seneca's teachings mirror this idea. He advocated for self-contentment and the importance of valuing oneself above seeking external validation. Fearing that others won't see your value, he taught, is often a baseless worry. When you prioritize your self-worth, others are naturally inclined to see and respect this value as well. In practice, embodying this rule means living a life that mirrors your inherent worth. Engage in pursuits that enrich your skills, knowledge, and well-being. Nurture yourself, physically, emotionally, and mentally, and construct a life that you are truly proud of, one that others are inspired to be part of. When people invest their time and effort into you, it deepens the connection, transforming relationships into something more profound and meaningful. They begin to regard you not as a mere presence, but as someone of significance, a person of genuine value and irreplaceability. In essence, being valuable and inviting others to invest in you is about understanding your worth, dedicating yourself to self-improvement, and building meaningful connections based on mutual effort and respect. This approach elevates you to a priority in others' lives, not because you demand it, but because they genuinely cherish and value you. Rule 5. Live fully and embrace independence. The fifth guiding principle to becoming a priority is to live your life to the fullest. It means embracing independence, wholeheartedly pursuing your interests and goals, and creating a life of fulfillment. Rather than seeking happiness or purpose from others, it is about cultivating a complete life within yourself. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This alignment reflects an inner peace and strength that is magnetic. When you live for your own aspirations and are content within, you invite others not to complete you, but to complement the person you already are. This quote captures the heart of the principle beautifully. Living in harmony with oneself means actively pursuing your dreams, passions, and goals. When you're genuinely fulfilled and content in your own life, you naturally become more appealing to others. People see you as someone who is whole, self-sufficient, and at peace, a magnetism that draws others toward you. Seneca, another great Stoic, also emphasized the importance of self-contentment. He famously advised, "If you wish to be loved, love." This is a reminder that before seeking love and validation from others, one must first find a wellspring of contentment within. By nurturing this inner love, you become someone who does not demand attention, but attracts it effortlessly. Epictetus underscored the value of directing our focus to what lies within our control, our choices, our pursuits, and our responses to challenges. He remarked, "We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens." In terms of living your life independently, this insight encourages us not to base our happiness on others' perceptions or treatment, but on our own meaningful pursuits and mindset. In practice, living your own life means engaging in activities that genuinely fulfill you. Whether it's advancing in your career, delving into a cherished hobby, or surrounding yourself with uplifting people. It's about setting personal goals and steadily moving toward them. When your life is rich with purpose and joy, people will naturally gravitate toward you, drawn to the value and positivity you embody, rather than sensing a need for external validation or support. In essence, living fully is about being self-reliant, embracing happiness in your achievements, and fostering contentment in the present. It's about being at peace with who you are and what you have, which in turn makes you all the more appealing to others. When you lead a life filled with purpose and independence, you naturally become a presence others want to prioritize. Rule 6. Prioritize your own needs. The sixth guiding principle to becoming a priority in others' lives is to first place your own needs at the forefront. This rule highlights the vital role of self-care and self-respect. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. When you honor and tend to your own needs, you project a sense of strength and worth that others find magnetic. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, spoke about the potency of self-mastery. He observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom draws attention to the importance of turning inward, focusing on what you need and fulfilling those needs with confidence. By prioritizing yourself, you cultivate resilience, clarity, and a sense of self-worth that naturally inspires respect and admiration. You show others that you value yourself, setting a standard that invites them to do the same. It's a profound reminder that, while we cannot dictate how others treat us, we can always control how we treat ourselves. Prioritizing your own needs is an act of taking ownership over your well-being and exercising agency in your life. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, championed the virtues of self-reliance and independence, teaching that our happiness should stem from within and not hinge on others for validation or fulfillment. He believed that cultivating contentment in oneself is fundamental to achieving balance and harmony in life. Epictetus also shared invaluable insights on this concept, urging us to focus on what we can control: our actions, our responses, and our mindset. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them, he declared. In terms of prioritizing your own needs, this insight means taking responsibility for your happiness and fulfillment, rather than expecting others to supply them. In practical terms, prioritizing yourself means establishing boundaries in your relationships, ensuring that you're not continually placing others' needs before your own. It involves carving out time for yourself, whether for rest, hobbies, or personal development. It's about making choices that enhance your well-being, even if that sometimes means turning down requests from others. This practice of self-prioritization reflects an understanding and respect for your own worth, creating a life that is fulfilling in its own right. Moreover, when you honor yourself, you naturally become a more respected and valued presence in the lives of those around you. By demonstrating that you value yourself, you subtly encourage others to value you as well. Rule 7. Value your time and presence. The seventh guiding principle for becoming a priority in others' lives is to regard your time and presence as precious. It's about recognizing that your availability and attention are meaningful and should not be freely given without consideration. When you show that you have your own pursuits, interests, and responsibilities, it conveys that your time and energy are gifts you choose to share selectively. Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed Stoic philosopher, underscored the significance of valuing one's time. Do not act as if you had 1,000 years to live, he advised, reminding us that time is finite and worthy of careful use. By being selective with how and with whom you spend your time, you demonstrate that your presence is something valuable, not to be taken lightly. Seneca, too, spoke profoundly on the irreplaceable nature of time. He regarded time as our most valuable asset, encouraging us to be mindful of how we spend it and with whom. When you guard your time, people recognize that your attention and presence carry weight, making your interactions all the more meaningful. Seneca famously stated, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This sentiment underscores the importance of being mindful with our time. By choosing not to be constantly available, you communicate that you value your own time, a perception that, in turn, encourages others to value it as well. Epictetus, the Stoic thinker, upheld the principle of directing our efforts toward what is within our control, advocating that we devote our time to pursuits that genuinely enrich us. In valuing your time, this translates to engaging in activities that hold meaning for you, and selectively sharing your time with those who respect it. In practice, valuing your time involves discerning when to say yes and when to decline. It's about maintaining a personal schedule and thoughtfully choosing how you spend each moment. Balancing your own needs with those of others is key, ensuring that you aren't relegated to the bottom of your priorities. By managing your time wisely, you not only affirm your self-worth, but also make your presence more significant and desirable, naturally becoming a priority in others' lives. Rule 8. Balance in initiating communication. The eighth principle for becoming a priority in others' lives is learning to balance the act of initiating contact. This approach is about not always being the one to start conversations or make plans. Allowing others to occasionally take the initiative reflects your value for both your time and interests, giving them a chance to demonstrate their appreciation for you in return. Marcus Aurelius, the sage Stoic, remarked, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing," suggesting that life, and by extension relationships, require effort, flexibility, and sometimes allowing others to take the lead. In communication, this translates to sometimes stepping back and inviting the other person to move forward. Such balance fosters mutual contribution and shared investment in the relationship. Seneca's teachings resonate with this rule, emphasizing the importance of self-reliance and not placing one's happiness entirely in another's hands. By not always initiating, you subtly convey that your contentment and sense of worth are not dependent on the other person's attention. This approach also allows them the opportunity to reach out, showing that they value your presence in their lives. Epictetus valued self-discipline and intentionality in our actions. He observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Applying this insight to communication, it reminds us to embrace the art of listening and allow space in interactions, resisting the urge to fill every silence with our own words. Balancing between listening and speaking, initiating and waiting, fosters a more thoughtful, equal dynamic in relationships. In practice, this rule calls for a mindful approach to initiating contact. It's perfectly fine to reach out, but also allow the other person the space to initiate. This isn't about playing games or keeping score. Rather, it's about fostering a healthy dynamic where both sides feel equally invested. In summary, balancing initiation of communication is a matter of respecting your own time and inviting others to show their investment in you. It creates a mutually beneficial relationship where both parties are engaged equally. This balance not only deepens the connection, but helps you become a priority in each other's lives. Rule 9. Maintain emotional balance. The 9th rule in becoming a priority in others' lives emphasizes maintaining a balanced approach to emotional investment. This principle advocates for cultivating healthy emotional attachments in relationships. It's about not letting emotions completely drive interactions, but managing them in a way that supports both self-respect and mutual respect. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, highlighted the wisdom of emotional restraint, advising, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In the realm of emotional balance, this counsel speaks to responding thoughtfully rather than impulsively or emotionally. This practice helps in avoiding premature or intense attachment, allowing relationships to develop naturally and healthily. Seneca, another Stoic thinker, also recognized the importance of emotional discipline. "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary," he observed, a reminder not to let anxiety or premature emotional reactions cloud our judgment. In relationships, this means not placing excessive emotional weight on them too soon, allowing time for natural progression. Epictetus echoed this sentiment, stating, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Applying this to emotional balance means acknowledging that while we cannot control others' actions in relationships, we can manage how deeply we allow ourselves to be affected. This isn't about being emotionally detached or distant. It's about holding a measured emotional distance as you assess the mutual respect and investment in the relationship. In practice, this rule involves being aware of how quickly and intensely you become emotionally involved. It's about taking the time to genuinely understand the person and allowing the connection to evolve organically. This approach protects you from unnecessary emotional strain and at the same time enhances your appeal, showing that you value both yourself and the emotional depth of your relationships. In summary, maintaining emotional balance means wisely managing how much of yourself you invest emotionally. It's about avoiding the rush into deep attachments. It's allowing relationships to mature at their own pace. This steady approach makes you a grounded and appealing partner, increasing the likelihood of becoming a priority in someone's life. Rule 10. Be willing to walk away. The 10th and final principle in becoming a priority in others' lives is possessing the courage to walk away from situations or relationships that fail to respect or value you. This rule is about recognizing your inherent worth and not fearing the choice to withdraw when a relationship does not serve your well-being. It is a profound act of self-respect and a crucial step in ensuring that others treat you as a priority. Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed Stoic, emphasized inner strength and self-respect, stating, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This insight is deeply relevant here, reminding us that the strength to leave a negative situation lies within. It's about acknowledging that while you may not control others' actions, you can always choose your response. Seneca also spoke on self-worth, highlighting the significance of quality over quantity in life. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters, he asserted. In relationships, this wisdom teaches that the depth and quality of connections hold more value than simply having someone in your life for the sake of companionship. Epictetus championed the concept of personal freedom and responsibility, advising, "Only the educated are free." Here, education refers to an awareness of your value, enabling you to walk away from situations that lack respect or reciprocity. Being truly free includes the power to leave behind anything that does not nurture or honor your worth. In practical terms, being willing to walk away involves setting and upholding boundaries within your relationships. It means recognizing when a relationship is unbalanced or lacks mutual respect, and choosing to leave, rather than remaining in a situation that offers less than you deserve. This decision, though difficult, serves as a powerful declaration of self-worth. In essence, the willingness to walk away is about knowing and asserting your value. It's about being unafraid to depart from relationships that fail to treat you with respect. This rule is vital, as it conveys to both others and yourself that you are someone who deserves to be valued and prioritized. It's a declaration that you are worthy of more and refuse to settle for less. As we conclude this journey together, remember this: embracing these principles isn't about demanding attention or forcing others to prioritize you. It's about cultivating a life that radiates self-respect, fulfillment, and depth, naturally inviting others to value and cherish you as the rare presence you are. Your worth is not shaped by the opinions of others, but by the unwavering strength and grace with which you stand by your values and honor yourself. You are a magnificent tapestry woven from your experiences, dreams, and the wisdom you've gathered along the way. Hold on to that truth, always. Embrace these 10 rules not as mere guidelines, but as affirmations of the remarkable person you already are. Each step you take toward valuing yourself teaches others how to value you in return. So as we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Which rule resonated with you the most? Personally, Rule 10 stands out to me. Sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is walk away from relationships that don't respect us. If today's journey spoke to you, I invite you to continue exploring with us. On the screen, you'll find a playlist curated to help deepen your self-empowerment and personal growth. Click, dive in, and keep transforming your life into the masterpiece it's meant to be. Thank you for joining me here on Beacon of Ancient Insights. Keep shining, keep evolving, and remember, in the story of your life, you are, and always will be, the lead character. See you in the next video.